What's up, y'all? What it do? Welcome back to my channel. I am your girl, Tina Bopper. What's up? What's happening? Y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all already know. Girl, I'm watching TV and baby, shit done hit the fan. Okay? We at episode 7, y'all, of The Haunting of Bly Manor. And the shit just hit the mother freaking fan. Now, what I don't know is how many episodes it is. So, we on episode 7. I don't know if it's like 14, 12, 9. So, girl. Can I say ninjas ain't shit? Can we start it off with that? Because I know you lying. Girl. I'm over here like, I know you lying. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. When I was watching this episode, first of all, I was just blown. Like, I'm just still blown. So, let's just get into the episode so y'all can know how I was feeling, what was going on, and what I was thinking, why the issue was going on, and what we learned in episode 7. This episode is called The Two Faces Part 2. I don't know what that means either. At this point, none of the titles have clicked to me within the episode, like where I know like what it's insinuating. I have no earthly damn idea, okay? But this is episode 7 and it's called The Two Faces Part 2. Now, I think it was The Two Faces Part 1, but I don't even remember that. I don't remember that episode. But y'all know, girl, how your girl memory is. It's like, girl so selective, she ain't selective. Remember that. And that's on purpose. So, y'all, let's just get into it. So, y'all, this is episode 7. So, it starts off with, y'all remember on the last episode, if y'all ain't watched the last episode, what is you doing? Click out. Go back to my video before this one and watch that one. Okay, you caught up? You back? Alright, now we're gonna start on episode 7. So, y'all remember in episode 6, she ran up the stairs behind Flora. Y'all, I don't think she should have ran up them damn stairs, because this is what she hit the fan. And I'm just like, I know you lying. Y'all, I love these type of movies, but they be, okay, let me say this. This episode here was a little spookity-dook. I don't know why it spooked me, though, because nothing scary happened. But it was real spooky, y'all. I had to pause the TV a couple of times at the nighttime, at the right time, because, baby, I was like, shook it. Girl, I was scared. Well, I was like, wait a minute. And I was in the house watching it by my damn self. Girl, I was like, I know you lying. Girl. So, luckily, well, anyway. So, we wake up, y'all, to, okay, so episode 6 ended with Miles hitting, what's her name? Danny over the head. First of all, let's talk about that mollywop that Miles put into that lick. First of all, you knew that wasn't Miles, because he cocked back so hard, so I thought he killed her. That was, if he wasn't like an 8-year-old boy, or however old he is at this point, that body though. Well, let's just talk about the body he in, because at this point, is it Miles? Is it Peter? Who is it? Who? Because I thought in one of them other episodes, I thought Flora said we don't let him in. Ain't that what she just said? She said we don't let him in. That was a lie, okay? Because Peter is in here. That's 1. 2. What I was talking about? Oh, that cock back. Girl, this boy cocked back like a bus back, like a whole 47 Chevy. It was the 47 Chevy. I don't know, but that's how far he cocked back. Girl, he cocked all the way back, okay? Boy, if he wasn't an 8-year-old boy, she would have been dead with that lick. Because, boy, he cocked back like, first of all, I think Miles got them hands, because that cock back was just too straight of a cock back. So, anyway, that's how episode 6 ended. He cocked back, he knocked Danny out, and boom, episode 8. They wake up in the attic. Flora and Miles is standing there, and Danny is Girl. She is tied up, baby. She is hog tied. Baby, her mouth is tied up. And so is all her limbs, baby. She is tied up. But at this point, let me say this. Why is she tied up? But I don't know if I should say this at the beginning or at the end. Because why is she tied up? Why her mouth covered? Because as far as I know, everybody in this damn house dead. Who the hell is alive? Jamie? We don't know. We don't know. Okay, so boom, we wake up with her, with Flora and Miles in the attic. Danny tied up, and Danny is like, you know, shooketh. So she trying to get her loose. Y'all, she trying to get her loose. She shaking and she shivering. Y'all, tell me why Peter and Rebecca walk in. Just walks in the attic. They just here. Girl, I know you lying. I'm not. It's just... If I was tied up on that floor, I would have passed out. Like, y'all was gonna have to catch me when I wake up again, because that would have made me pass deep out, because ain't y'all dead? Okay, well, at this point, they don't know Peter dead. Why they don't know Peter dead? Oh, the children know Peter dead, and Hannah know Peter dead. But Danny don't know Peter dead. At this point, Danny the one don't know nothing. Okay. She know Rebecca ass is dead. And y'all remember she saw Rebecca sit. Oh, that just happened though. That was the episode before this one. Where she went to, oh, this was she ran. Okay, so you remember she opened the door and she saw Rebecca talking, and she told the baby, come on. The baby got her and then ran away from her, and then she chased upstairs, and then boom. Okay, so now Rebecca and Peter is in the attic, baby. Rebecca and Peter is in the attic. Y'all, it's just blow that they in the attic. And they just talking about regular shit, and then what's her name? Rebecca started hearing talking like Hannah and the policeman. So they calling it dream hopping, y'all. So y'all know how I be like flashback. So all them times I've been saying flashback, they call it dream hopping. So Peter, that's what they calling it, y'all. They calling it dream hopping. So I'm gonna call it dream hopping until we got another name for it. Before this, we was calling it flashbacking. Now we're gonna call it dream hopping because that's the words they use. They use dream hopping, so we don't use dream hopping. So boom, she dream hop, and she's sitting at the table where Peter first went missing with all the money and all the jewelry. So the police is there questioning her and Hannah. Well, one police is there questioning her and Hannah. And the police is asking, like, so Hannah asked Rebecca, she was like, is it anything that Peter, so she was like, Peter stole something like the jewelry or something. He was like, he stole more than jewelry because Mr. Wingrave, which is Henry, got me investigating him embezzling. So Hannah like, don't surprise me, which means he been embezzling money from Henry, which was his boss man. So then Hannah asked Rebecca, she was like, he never mentioned nothing to you. He never said nothing about where he was going. What's nothing? Did he say anything? And then what's her name? Rebecca was like, no, he never said nothing. He only said that we was gonna go to America. And then the police officer was like, so how did you think he was gonna get you to America being a butler? And then Rebecca was like, he wasn't a butler. He a butler, so ma'am. So then it flashed from that scene. No, the police asked Hannah, well, why you asking her? And then she was like, well, I was his, he was like, he was his girlfriend. and now he done stole all these millions and disappeared and left you. Well, I don't think he loved you much as a girlfriend. And then it flashes to a dream hop to Peter, them in the attic. And then Peter is talking to Miles. Peter is talking to Miles about, you know, everything's gonna be okay, blase blase. And then he was like, that's Hannah knocking at the door. I want you to tell her. And, you know, he said, tell her, don't open the door. Don't let her up here. Just tell her something to make her go away. Miles was like, what knocking, what knocking? And then you can just hear the knocking and boom, Peter dream hop. So the knocking is Peter at this point, I was going to say at his apartment when he was live. But what we find out in this episode is he alive. So anyway, he dream hop and to the knocking at his apartment, and he opens the door and it's his mama. So Peter opens the door and then he was like something. He just like, what? Like, oh no, or something. He wasn't excited. So his mama come over and then she just asked him. First, she was saying she needed, like, she ain't sick no more. The hospital not helping her. They didn't give her no release papers to say that she was well enough to work. And if she ain't got no job, then she got to go back to his daddy. And then he was like, he was saying something, and then his mama was just like, or you can get some money from your boss, cause he rich, and girl, something. So he was like, she was like, if I don't get help, then I have to go back to your daddy. And I think he dreamed hop again before the second time. So, I'll see here. So it went back to police questioning Hannah and Rebecca. So then Miles came in there after the police was questioning while Rebecca was just sitting at the table by herself, and he was like, he heard the police. He was like, I heard the police saying what the police had said. He was just telling her that he had heard the police when the police had said what the police had said. That, you know, that Peter left her and couldn't love her. He was like, but Peter never left. And I told the police and I told Hannah, but nobody is listening to me and Flora. He was like, Peter been here the entire time. The monster took him. She like, what? And then Miles run off. So when he run off, she remind him. She like, Miles, to see what he talking about. And then dream house. Owen and Hannah is in the kitchen. I forget what's happening in the kitchen. They asking Rebecca basically what happened in the kitchen. I don't remember. Oh, they was like arguing about the cooking of the food. My sinus is acting up. And then what's her name? So Rebecca girl, with all these people, clearly, girl, I can't get these damn 6 people names. Girl, we talking about Rebecca. Rebecca walks in the kitchen with Hannah and Owen in the kitchen, and then they ask her to stay to eat. She be like, she ain't hungry. She goes outside. Rebecca goes outside. She's standing under like a awning type of thing. She's standing outside. She got that little hair clip in her hand that y'all remember a couple of episodes back that the baby Flora had and said, oh, that Miles gave to Danny a couple of episodes back. And Flora asked her where she get that from because that was Rebecca's hair clip. Boom. Rebecca is standing there and she got the hair clip in her hand. So she has the hair clip in her hand sitting under the awning. And then Jamie comes. Jamie tell her, I don't know why you sucking. You should use this as an opportunity to talk to Mr. Wingrave and get out of here and do some work for him that you want to do. And just let him know what happened, that Peter left and all that. So, y'all, she see Rebecca comes in the house, and then she put the hair clip on her bathroom sink, walks into her bedroom, y'all, and in the fucking corner. Guess who in the corner? Just guess. Peter! Y'all already knew who was in the corner. Peter. So he like Bex. And she, girl. You know I don't know. So she like, Peter? You know how you excited, but you pissed. At the same time, that's what she was feeling. She was excited, she was pissed. Cause where you been? So she, like me, get excited and get loud. So she like, where you been? You stole. You had me about to run away with you like a thief in the night. And you been stealing from these people. What type of, so she going off, as she should. And he like, shh, before somebody hear you. And I'm still at this point trying to see who gonna hear. Cause so he was like shh, so somebody hear you. And then so she was like, where you been? Blase. So he was like, I haven't been nowhere. I've been here the entire time. And then he breaks down like, so I'm about to tell you what's going on. Don't freak out. Don't be like, what the, like, don't trip, basically. He was like, don't trip. He was like, I would never leave you. The only way, just think about what would be the only reason I would leave you. And then he put his hand like this, and he was like, do you trust me? And she was like, why? He was like, put your hand out. She put her hand out, and his hand went through her hand like a ghost. So she flipped out like, what? Like, girl, I couldn't even imagine. Like, he let her know that he a ghost. Like, I'm a ghost. That's where I been. Dead. What? I mean, for this, they take it real good. I mean, I don't think I could take. They take it good seeing a ghost. Like, they be having productive lives with ghosts. I can't imagine. I couldn't imagine. I can't imagine. Okay, so after he tell her that, she dream hop into the classroom, and I'm guessing she dream hopped to when he very first told her that he was a ghost. And then so Miles and Flora, they sitting in the classroom. She the teacher, and Miles like, Miss Jessel, can we go? And he was like, Miss Jessel, can we be excused? Because imagine somebody telling you that imagine your guy telling you that he a ghost. Girl, that's a lot. Girl, she done spaced out. All the next day, spaced out. So she just spaced out. The kids. So she's sitting in the same place, and Hannah comes in there and asks her, y'all know what I noticed though? Hannah asked her, was she okay? Because she was still just sitting in the classroom. But like, so Hannah done changed clothes. So what I'm trying to figure out though is, okay, so in some of the memories, Hannah clothes is changing now. So, but how? Because at first she was just having on the same old thing. So I'm thinking, is Hannah clothes changing because that was before Hannah got pushed down the well that happened? And them memories, they going back to their memories before she got pushed down the well, or is she know how to change clothes now? Girl, I don't know. So that ran across my mind at that point, because when she came in the classroom, she had on something else. So later that night, Rebecca goes up to the wing where the mom and the daddy, y'all remember how the house is set up to the wing that the east wing that nobody goes to, because that's the old mom and daddy wing. That's where she goes. She goes up in their room and calls for Peter, and then he pops out. She was like, do you know how hard it was for me to know all day that you're up here and I'm down there waiting to see you? He was like, I know, when you was in the classroom teaching the kids, I was watching, and I wanted to come in, but the kids was there. Girl, I know damn well ain't nobody told you there was no ghost the day before, and the next day it's gonna take me a minute. And I ain't talking about no damn, I'm like Peter. I'm gonna go missing for like a couple of weeks. I'm gonna go. It took me a minute to realize I was a ghost. Okay? It took him 2 weeks. Probably longer than that. The next day you up there looking for the ghost? Peter must have had some of that. And then she talking to him. And then she asked him, what do she ask him? She asked him something. Oh, he said he's been coming up with a way that him and her can be together. So she was like, how? And he said he haven't figured out all the kinks and stuff yet, but what made her get upset? I'm trying to think of the conversation that they had that made her get upset, because then she got upset, and then he was like, Bex, and touched her and got inside her. So now Peter, y'all remember he did that with Miles when he touched his shoulder, and then he was up inside Miles saying, cussing the ghost out to let him go. Okay, so this time he was like, chill out, Bex. And then now he in. So he like, Bex? Bex? Girl, it's Bex. He Bex. He in there. So he goes to one of the mirrors in the room, snatched the thing off, and realized that he is in Bex. How did he get out of Bex? Okay, then he comes out. I don't know how they come out. Girl, at this point, I don't know nothing. Okay? So he done came out of Bex, and he knocking. He hears us the knocking. Y'all know that seemed like that's his, what we calling it now? It ain't flashbacks no more. Dream hopping. That's his dream hopping. He hear the knocking. That's his mama knocking. So, boom, he goes back, open the door to his mama coming to his apartment. And when he opens the door this time, he just like, oh, you disturbed me. I was doing something. And then he was standing in the door. He was just like, I wish to go back. I want to go back. I want to go back. I want to go back. So he was wishing to go back to being in the attic with Rebecca. Now Rebecca comes downstairs, and Jamie is putting flowers in her flower arrangement. And then she asks, Rebecca, did you talk to Wingrave? And then she was like, huh? She was like, you said you was going to talk to Wingrave. She was like, oh yeah, I did. She was like, what did he say? She was like, say about what? She was like, what we talked about, girl. You working with him. And she was like, oh, he said something. I don't know what she said, y'all. She was like, he said he'll think about it. And then Jamie was like, that jerk. But she didn't say that jerk. She said something else. She was like, that jerk. And then Rebecca went skedaddling out the door, and she was like, are you okay? And Rebecca was like, yeah. So Rebecca is walking out to the gate of Bly Manor. So, oh, I forgot to tell y'all. Did I forget to tell y'all, or was that in another episode? I don't know. I don't know if this happened in another episode and I said it, and then now I just don't remember. But I told y'all that. Oh yeah, I did. What's his name said, I wish the police would arrest me when he was in Miles' body. What's his name? Peter. He was like, I wish the police would arrest me and take me away from here. Any kind of way I can get out of Bly Manor, let me out. Okay, so Rebecca goes and then goes to the front gate. When she like 6 feet away from the front gate, she take off running, and then like a bolt happened at the gate, like hook, and she falls and hit the ground outside of the gate. But then you see Peter on the side. So basically Peter was in her body, and they was trying to see if her body would take him past outside the gate. No. To answer that question, no. No sir, no sir, you stuck here, you die here, this where you stay. These type of movies make you think. So wherever you get buried, that's where your soul stay? Because I don't want to be buried in the graveyard then. But this is just a movie, and nobody knows. So back to this. Okay, y'all. So after Peter couldn't get taken, after he didn't get taken through the gate with Rebecca, he disappeared again. He ain't like me. Still don't go your way. You disappear until you get your way on your own, and then just say, okay, now I'm back. Okay, I got me together. But so he came back, and of course she asked where he been. He was like trying to figure out how we can be together, y'all. And here go the scheming ass, scamming ass nit. Girl, I know you lying, girl. This man is a scheming ass, scamming ass. Y'all, first of all, y'all done told me this whole entire movie that Rebecca committed suicide. That was not suicide. That was motherfucking murder. Y'all, so why this man like, okay, I found a way for us to be together, but you got to trust me. Okay, so he was like, you got to invite me into your body. Like, I can't just come in on accident. Or I can't just touch you and be in you. You got to invite me in. You got to be like, it's me, it's you, it's us. Like, me and you, we together. You got to invite me in, let me come in, open the door. You hear me knocking? Well, let me in. That's what he tell Rebecca. So Rebecca is like every other woman in the world and believe this man. You believe? She believe this man and she let him in. Y'all. Y'all, he killed her. He killed her. She let him in her body. Okay? So when she let him in her body, that means she go to a memory, which her memory was him and her in the bed laying down. So she goes to a memory, and now he has control over her body. He killed her. He took her body out to that damn lake and walked her ass to her death. He drowned her body. He killed her. Wait a minute. Killed her body and then left the body. Girl, I know you lying. Girl, I know you lying. Boy, I let you. Girl, that's just. If that ain't a man. Girl, talking about metaphors girl. You let him in your body, and then he killed it. Bird. Girl, so while she drowning, so when he took her body down to in the lake, she see his body at the bottom of the lake, and by then she too far to rise up before she drowns, and she drowns in the lake. Okay, so when she drowns in the lake, she see herself drowning. Well, she dead now. She see herself done drown, like her spirit done came out of her body. Girl, I don't know, the ghost girl at this point. Who child do you call those types? Girl, anyway. So she see her drown and she cry. Girl, she get one of them real cry, girl. You was crying for real, wasn't it? Girl, whoever Rebecca, girl, if her name Lisa Jackson, you was crying for real, wasn't it? Girl, that girl saw her body. And boo-hoo, baby. And then that was when, what's the little girl? Flora saw Rebecca. You remember in the beginning? They said the little girl found the body. Flora was standing there because not that she see Rebecca body floating in the lake. She see Rebecca on the other side of the lake crying about her body being dead in the lake. Girl, I know you lying. This, yeah, it hit different. This one hitting different. This a whole different than here. I remember Hill House hitting, but like it's a different hit though. Like Hill House hit now. But this one hitting a little different. She flashback and she in the room with Peter with that camera, with that Polaroid camera. He taking her picture. And she was like, you lied to me. Basically, she was like, you killed me. And just blow. Like, at this point, she blowed. You killed me. Like, you ain't tell me that you was killing me in order for us to be together, because I would have said no. No, sir. No, I want to die to be with you. I wanted to be with you. But, like, if you dead. And so she was telling him, like, back a couple of times back, like, the time when he was telling her, she was like, I don't care. Oh, before he got in her body she was trying to walk him out. She was like, I don't care. We can go to America. And, like, she was saying he can be inside her. And, like, if people just see me walking around like crazy lady talking to nobody, that's fine, as long as we together. But then she realized, I can't smell you, I can't feel you. There's nothing. It's just like you a ghost to me, and blase, blase. So she snaps on him like, girl, she should have snapped on him with a frying pan, because, bro, he killed you without your permission. That's not suicide, sir, ma'am. But I'm sure to the people that's alive, she killed herself. But she didn't. Peter killed her. And then she just ran. She was like, she was like, you hid from me. You hid from me, like, during the lake situation where he was killing her. And then she was like, and you left me. Like, you left me to die. I mean, yeah, you got to kind of die by yourself. You can't want to deserve by yourself. You got to die by yourself. Just saying. It's a little tad bit of information for people who want just. Okay. So he heard a knocking, and this is mama, of course, knocking on the apartment doors, and he back there again. So he was like, this again? And he opened the door, and she was like, He was like, I'm trying to see, why do Rebecca and the kids, when they dream hop, they dream to the happiest memories of their life. But I keep dream hopping to you coming to see me. And he was like, and this is hell. He was like, but like a different kind of hell. Because why I don't dream hop to what I consider hell when I was a little boy, his daddy raped him. Girl, is how this even allowed on YouTube? I don't know. But anyway, so his daddy molested him, and he telling her, like, basically, just break it down. He was like, he was like, and I thought that was hell for me. He like, but I realized I was a kid and I didn't know any better. But what I realized is you was there and you allowed it and you told me to do that. And I obeyed and I did that for you. Like, ooh, you got to have some appearance. Girl. We don't know Rebecca's story about her childhood, but everybody's child. Oh, we don't know Rebecca's or Miss Gross, but everybody else's childhood was woo child. Well, the people we know, cause we only know Jamie's and we know Jamie's Danny, and what's his name? Peter, girl. So yeah, he just was just letting her know. He was like, and this is hell, and I keep coming back to hell, and saying what's his name, and she was just like, why would you expect anything else? Like, you in hell, like you was the type that deserve hell, basically. Like, you was a liar and a thief. Like, where you thought you was going? Yeah. So he back dream hopping after he let his mama know. And then he was like, I'm in hell and I'm dead. But the mama know he dead, because she say something about, yeah, you dead or something. But anyway, boom, he dream hop back in the attic. So he in the attic. Danny's still tied up. No, Danny done talked to kids. Her mouth is all thing, and the kid, and what's her name? Flora is trying to undo her thing. Miles done took the thing off her mouth. He come back, and then he see them trying to get Daniel loose, and then he hopped into Miles, and he said, he was like, you using these kids. He was like, you using these kids to let you go or something, girl. He just went off. He got in the house, and then he got in the house, wrapped her back up, wrapped her mouth back up, and told what's her name, Flora, to move. Flora was like, sorry, and then he hopped out of Miles. Why I suck on that man now? And then he hopped out of Miles. And Miles was like, I thought you was gonna ask before you did that. And he was like, I'm sorry, it won't happen again, it won't happen again. Because, and then Rebecca come back, and Rebecca was like, how long was I gone? And he was like, Bex, because that's what he called Bex. And then he was like, happy to see her. So then this man, y'all, Peter is giving these kids the same damn speech he gave Rebecca. Y'all, basically, let me in. Let us in. So he telling Nas, you need to let me in you, and y'all can go be with y'all parents. That's what he telling the kids. He be like, y'all gonna be happy, no sadness no more. Y'all just gonna be happy. Y'all gonna be with y'all mom and y'all daddy. Y'all gonna be happy ever after, and that's it. Y'all stop dream hopping and going da da da. And then he tell Flora the same thing. He was like, you go and be with Rebecca. Y'all need to let us in. And he was like, just let us in. He told them the same thing he told her. Just say, it's me, it's you, it's us. So you can allow us to come into your body. And then, child, he's scamming on the kids to get their bodies. So Hannah is downstairs. So now Hannah is looking for everybody. So Hannah like, hey, where everybody at? And then what's his name? Peter is in Miles. And then so he was like, I'm finna go down here. Oh, they do it. They do the thing. It's me, it's you, it's us, and take the body. So Peter do Miles, and then Rebecca do Flora. And then when they do it, the little kids' bodies just drop, like, just drop. So now, the kids' body, what's her name? Danny on the floor, freaking out, as you can imagine. So after the kids' body drop, they wake up, and then it's Miles, and it's Peter in Miles' body, and he like, Bex, talking to Flora, and she was like, you know how you just shook, and she just shook her head, yeah. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna go and get Hannah and handle her. He was like, you handle Danny. She was like, I don't think I can do it. And he was like, well, just keep her quiet. When I come back, I'll handle her. Ooh, Peter, you a murderer too? Cause you is a murderer, because you killed Rebecca. You know what, Peter? You deserve hell. That's why you in hell. You all ain't shit niggas going to hell. Period. Hannah look for everybody. And then Miles show up. And then he be like, come on, Hannah, let's go for a walk. He take Hannah for a walk, y'all. They end up walking out. They just talk. He telling her he don't like how she handling the death. He don't like how she doing none of this. How you just all of a sudden now you changing clothes and jewelry. You acting like you ain't even trapped. And he don't like that about you. He don't like that about you. That's what Miles said, but it's Peter. That's what Peter told Hannah. So he like, I want you to look in the well, cause look in this well, cause you keep forgetting where you at. So she look in the well and she see her dead body, and she do the whole breakdown, like no. Yeah, you did. So then she do the, girl, I still call it a flashback. I can't think of what they call it. The memory hop, whatever they call it, dream hopping. And she's sitting back at the kitchen table with this interview with Owen. This time, she tell Owen, she was like, you gonna be cooking for 2 kids? And Miles is 7 and Flora is 5. Except Miles isn't Miles. And she was like, and she was like, Miles isn't Miles, and Flora is dead, and I'm dead. And when she started saying the things, Owen just disappeared. Like, okay, yeah, you know what's going on, girl. It flashes, y'all. This is the end of this. This is the end of the episode. End of the episode. It flashes to the attic. And Rebecca didn't do it. They tricked Peter. And she didn't take the little girl body. The little girl is there. She tell Flora, she like, hurry up, untie Danny. They untied Flora is untying Danny. She told, what's her name? Flora. She told Flora. She told Danny, get Flora out of here. Take her as far away from Bly Manor as you can get her. And then Danny was like, well, what about Miles? She was like, it's too late for Miles. Just go. 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 So, y'all, why? They booking it. They booking it. They booking it. Boom. They outside. Boom. Flora said she don't want to go. Girl, I know you lying. Girl, the little girl said she don't want to go. The little girl started hollering and screaming. The little girl was like, I know you lying. Girl, I know you lying. Girl, I know you lying. She was like, huh? She was like, Flora, come on. But at 1 second, she was like, you know what? I'm finna go. She turns to go. Y'all, that lady caught that throat. Da-da! She got her. The lady that got Peter caught that throat the same way. That's what made it. Ooh, girl, when she catch your throat, that shit scary every time. If it's a scary part, when that lady at the lake catch that throat, girl, it's over with. Ooh, I forgot to tell y'all too. When they was in the attic before they took the kids' bodies, Peter grabbed one of them little people that don't have a face, like the little kid and stuff. He grabbed a lady that looked like that. He was like, do y'all want us to look like this? Do you want me and Rebecca to look like this? This is what happens when you continuously to stay stuck. And he grabbed one of the ghost people that don't got no face. Girl. Y'all, shit just hit the fan. Okay? Just know that shit done hit the fan. And I'm over here like, I know. And where the hell did that little girl? Oh my God, Flora. I can't believe you. Girl, this about the 2 faces part 2. I'm still trying to see what's the 2 faces. Y'all, I'm going to see y'all on episode 8 because the shit done hit the fan and it can't go nowhere but up from here. So, y'all, I'll see y'all on episode 8 to see what the going on. Because, y'all, I'm ready to see what the going on. And that's on period.